For those of you that don't know me, my name is Troy Reynolds. I'm the founder of I don't even know if we would call it an organization, a grassroots group called Texans for Public Education. Very quickly before I get into this, I keep getting asked about the origins of it, and the origins of Texans for Public Ed. In 2010, 2011, I was a rookie elementary building principal. And if you remember, that's when the cuts came in. And so as a rookie principal, I had to lay off between 10 and 15% of my staff. I was completely prepared to get rid of teachers who were not good for my kids. I understood that I represent the kids, not the teachers. I have no problem with that. I still have no problem with that. What I was not psychologically or emotionally prepared for was laying off good teachers who my kids needed. They needed these people. And I had to tell them, I'm sorry, we don't have room for you next year. I walked around with a lot of anger for a couple of years after that. Being a veteran, I know that when I reach that level of anger, I usually need to find something constructive to do. Otherwise, I may find something stupid to do. And I've had enough experience in life to know that they pay a price for it. So I was sitting around with two friends who also work for the district one night, drinking beer, and they started needling me about, when are you going to stop whining? When are you going to start doing something about it? We're tired of hearing you talk about it. You know? Okay, you're mad. When are you going to do something? So I created this group really for about 30 of us to kind of commiserate. And I'm not really sure what happened. We now have 27,000 people in the group. It fills my heart and has helped me deal with the anger that I had and what I went through with those layoffs, to know that there are that many people who feel the same way and who care about our public education system, when it's so clearly apparent that there are so many in our legislature who don't care about public education. And so our mission with the group, as we have evolved, has become, we're not really about issues per se. We talk about issues a lot, but those are a litmus test. What we are about is in a nonpartisan fashion. We don't care what letter is behind that person's name. What we care about is, do you love public education? Do you believe in public education? And those are the people we want to put into office, because we know they will do their best for the right answers for not just the issues that we face today, but for issues we haven't even imagined yet. So our mission is elections. It is get out and vote. Even friendly legislators will tell you teacher votes don't matter. And we've got to change that. And they're right. Because teacher votes, in the last midterm election, only 5% of teachers voted. Okay? And of those 5%, they split their vote between the parties. They don't matter. They canceled each other out. They didn't vote with unity. There is absolutely zero incentive for a politician to pay attention to a group with that kind of a statistic. So our job is to unite educators, not teachers. We are Texans for public education. If you are a parent, you are an educator. If you are a board member, you are an educator. If you work in a cafeteria, if you drive a bus, if you touch a child, you are an educator, and you are one of us. And I hope everybody understands that. In any case, I'll stop rattling on about that. I am going to use cheat notes for this, because like I said, I do have a day job, and I don't have it quite memorized yet. On the other hand, I guarantee you I'll be finished after a certain amount of time. For the last 40 years or so, there's been an ongoing philosophy treating public education as a business model. This began, or it really took off with the advent of standardized testing, brought about by H. Ross Perot, who made a tiny little profit off of it, because the man who got it passed was the man who owned the company that sold the test. The claim of a business model is that competition makes for a better product. I'd like to spend a little time exploring that concept, how it devalues students, and why it should raise a red flag for you anytime you hear a politician talking about business model or competition within public education. You see, when you look at a child as a product, you give that child a set market value. There is a certain amount of worth to that child and no more. Now, how do you feel about your own child? Is there a limit of money or resources that you would not spend to better your child? When put into personal terms, looking at a child as a thing with a fixed value and a propensity for profit is offensive. Should your child be placed into a box as a resource, or should your child be nurtured to grow? There's another fallacy in the business model. The analogy varies according to the teller, but basically what it says is this. In a business model, I have to purchase resources. I have to put them through a manufacturing process and create whatever widget it is that I create, and then I can market and sell that to make a profit. Now, using the business model, the competition makes the market stronger. I know this. That if my supplier of raw resources provides me with a poor quality of resource, say they give me shop-grade lumber instead of the A-grade lumber that I need to create my product, I can leave that supplier and go find some proper raw resource. Children are the raw element. If we follow the business model, I then should be able to tell anyone who attempts to supply me with a defective raw resource, say a child with a learning disability, a child with a behavior problem, a child with a physical defect, well then I should be able to reject that child as a defective resource and not put them through the manufacturing process of education. I cannot think of an idea more repugnant and more un-American than that. This is the model that politicians and businessmen and others who do not understand education attempt to equate public education to. The model is wrong. It creates high-stakes testing, which is used in a way for which it was never intended. It takes the fun out of both teaching and learning. And it forces teachers to skim the surface of their subject matter rather than spending time examining things in depth. It treats children as data points. We have one grade level in our schools that is not represented by a number. Kindergarten. This is actually a German word that means literally garden of children. I would argue that education is more akin to a garden than a business model. A garden cannot be put on a set schedule. Fruits and vegetables grow on their own calendar, not ours. A garden cannot be put completely on a routine. I can water a garden at a set time every day, but if I continue watering and weeding, yet I miss the fact that pests have invaded my garden and address that, I will lose the harvest. You cannot simply plant a garden in the soil and expect all plants to grow equally. Some plants will need fertilizer or pH adjustments in the very same soil that other plants thrive in. Schools are akin to gardens. You can attempt to have routine, but each child has unique needs which must be met in the identical environment with other children. Outside situations can act as pests to a child, and they must be dealt with to help the child learn. Finally, while every child can learn, not every child learns the same way or at the same pace. They will learn at the pace for which they were designed. Regrettably, we now live in a time where school shootings and suicides are a regular occurrence on our news cycle. We see the story over and over again, and we comment that it didn't used to be this way. We talk about, and I know I've heard the comment, I bet you have too, well, when I was in school, every truck in the parking lot had a rifle and a shotgun on a rack in the back window, and we didn't do this. So I would ask you, what changed? There are many factors which go into the creation of the school shooting, but I would argue that one factor is a system which treats children as a data point and not as children. We cannot dehumanize people and then act surprised when they behave in an inhuman fashion. But think of this, when my generation was in school, I determined my self-value and my self-identity, as all teenagers do, that's what we're looking for, through programs in school. I was number 33 out of 99 in the graduating class. It wasn't academics. Okay, I was an average student at best. I played 3 sports. I was a scrub in all of them, but I loved sports. I was very good in theater, came my way through college. I found my self-identity and my self-value through those programs. In fact, I probably would have dropped out of school if not for theater, because we moved my freshman year in high school and I did not fit in high school. Our current system does not allow children to identify their self-value like this. In fact, it expressly says that you may be an outstanding athlete, actor, musician, artist, computer programmer, mechanic, or something else, but if you cannot pass an academic test, you and your teachers are failures. Nothing else matters. Those who can pass the test are college and career ready. Those who cannot will be leeches on society. That's the message we're giving these children. How exactly are we surprised then when a student has been told this from the 3rd grade on breaks? We create our own monsters. And we must stand up and hold our legislature accountable for what they have done to our children. Even the current privatization movement shows once more that they are more concerned with money than with our children. They wish to create tax-financed white flight from the public schools rather than fix the problems that we have, because they do not understand, nor do they wish to understand, that their entire model is a leading cause of the financial, academic, social, and psychological problems faced by schools today. You must become active. You must stop listening to sound bites and start working in research. When a politician says he wants to give a $10,000 raise to teachers, that sounds very nice, but do your due diligence by doing the math and asking questions. A $10,000 raise has a $4 billion price tag to it. Where are you going to get the money? What is his plan to raise it? When a politician gives your school an F, go take a look at what is really going on in that building. Do you see failure? Or do you see students growing in many ways, most of which cannot be measured by a test? Stop accepting things at face value and be the thinking individual you were educated to be. Most of all, you must vote for people who will have no agenda with public education other than doing what is best for kids. Do your research. As to education, we are trying to make research easy. As Texans for Public Education researches and documents everything we can in regards to a candidate's stance on public education. All you have to do is go to our website at TexansForPublicEducation.com to see voting records, campaign platforms, media statements, and anything else we can get our hands on. You guys came on a Sunday evening in the rain for an education forum. God bless you for being here.